Time could not heal. Time did not heal the wounds he wore as he attended his own solemn burial. The passing of so many hurried years did not make them any wiser. Their broadcasted fantasies were not meant to have prepared the populace. Endless dull repetition did not bring her to some flashpoint of enlightenment. Sadly, the fear and worry that always drove them never led to that happily ever after. All the time that convenience saved them was not stockpiled for their later enjoyment. Their passing would not heal the awful recognitions they suffered during their last days. There was no guided, happy segue from this laying tubed up in a paralyzed desperation. That ever-pending eternity would disperse their strong feelings, but never change them. Forever could not make up for any of their suffering, despite their others' pious assurances. For time could heal them no more once they had gone off and left us for good. The light-hearted, empty lives of some ironically proved just as useful as any pious brooding. Time neither erased his sins nor granted him the forgiveness his victims finally learned. Distance did not separate them from the memories they would always carry inside. No matter who those sad women slept with, they always awoke with themselves. The many long years did not help him to accept his own hideous apparition. She always carried that pain in a place that was walled off, yet not inaccessible. They always sought something indefinable, though there was nothing left to tempt them. Time would certainly not heal the loneliness of her isolation during those final years. His healthy lifestyle was of no use forever once all his cells had ceased their activity. They even dreamed it was not time that they needed, but devices that might save it for them. As he slowly faded, his only wish was that he could simply resume his empty, hectic life. The eternity that awaited her was oblivious to her many selfless sacrifices. His passing did not bring him the long-awaited pleasure of seeing his many enemies in hell. Sadly, their quiet acceptance of lifelong suffering did not grant them an eternity with their God. Time did not even try to heal their pain, as their spreading wakes never quite faded to nothing. There would be no paradoxical heaven which included both the wise hermit and the great politician. Time could not halt the dispersion of any molecules that made up their hypothetical eternal paradise.